The December 3rd Youth Commission meeting is called to order at 6:30. We will now have Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Young.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now have roll taken by Staff Coordinator Francine Spriegel.
Commissioner DeMint.
Here.
Commissioner Hatlin.
Here.
Commissioner Hung.
Here.
Commissioner Johnson.
Here.
Commissioner Golheb.
Here.
Commissioner McMinn.
Here.
Commissioner Morrison.
Here.
Commissioner Rose.
Here.
Commissioner Sadwick.
Here.
Commissioner Sauté.
Here.
Commissioner Sklavenitis. Commissioner Wall.
Here.
Commissioner Young.
Here.
Adult Commissioner Martinez.
Here.
And Commissioner Petrus is absent. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask Commissioner McMinn to introduce public comments.
Are there any public comments at this time? There being none, we'll move on.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask our Chair for Public Information, Commissioner DeMint, to introduce our guest speakers.
This week we have Senior Deputy Jim DeSoto. He has been with the Ventura County Police Department for 15 years, and he's going to talk a little bit about holiday safety.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure to be here and address this commission. First of all, I want to commend everybody in this room for being caring about what takes place in the city. It's very unique. It's refreshing to see such involvement from the youth today. And unfortunately, in my line of work, you know, I usually don't say those words. But usually, I'm putting the handcuffs on someone or lecturing someone. So this is a great opportunity, and I want to thank everybody in this room for all the hard work you have done. Now, when people think about the police department, usually there's about three things that come to mind. One is they're driving, and maybe there's a look in the rearview mirror, and there's a cop behind them. Think about, I'm gonna get a traffic ticket, right? And the second thing is, another one is, well, there's a cop. What's he doing? He's here to arrest me. And hopefully no one in this room feels that way, because I'm not here to arrest anybody here, so that's a good thing. And the third reason is, we're there to take a crime report. A lot of different crimes do occur. Thousand Oaks is one of the safest cities in the United States, but crime does occur from petty thefts to grand thefts to burglaries. And my position within the Thousand Oaks Police Department, I'm a crime prevention officer, and Thousand Oaks Police Department takes pride. We take preventative measures. We do have a commitment to the youth of our city, and one of those things that we do is we go out and we educate people. So as a crime prevention officer, we do have different areas where we can get youth involved, get them off the streets, get them involved in activities. As y'all know, when we do have youth involved in activities, it's a great thing for the youth themselves because they learn so much about pride, responsibility, dedication, and it keeps them out of trouble. Just reviewing the last 3 years of arrests involving juveniles. In 2006, Thousand Oaks Police Department made 552 juvenile arrests. That's a lot. 2007, 602. So the numbers went up a lot. And so far, as of November 30th of this year, 507. So over the past 3 years, numbers were down. Last year they're up, and now we're down again. DUI arrests, driving under the influence. In 2006, there were 14. 2007, 30. And so far this year, 9. Great. That is fantastic, but that's 9 too many. We cannot have that. We cannot have that in this city. And then narcotics arrests. 2006 were 98. 2007, 124. And so far this year, 100. So the numbers are, in all three categories, they are down from last year, but I think we can all agree that there's still too many arrests going out there as far as juvenile activity. And one thing that we did implement was the social host ordinance, and you had a great impact on that social host ordinance. And unfortunately, I do work patrol on the weekends once in a while, and a lot of times the deputies are spending a lot of time going to calls regarding loud parties, and frequently at those parties there are juveniles drinking and abusing substances, which is not good. But you helped implement the social host ordinance, and that was fantastic. And that was great for the city, and we're seeing so much positive things going on as a result of that. But we also have other things that we do here at the Thousand Oaks Police Department. Because alcohol is probably the easiest thing for juveniles to obtain. It's out there. There's a lot of abuse of it. Statistically, half of all juvenile adolescent deaths are somehow attributed to alcohol. Over half of teenage suicide has some correlation to alcohol. And about half of all traffic accidents are somehow correlated to alcohol. Now, with the social host ordinance, Thousand Oaks Police Department also is proud to be a part of the Every 15 Minutes program this year, again at all three high schools, Newberry Park, Westlake, and Thousand Oaks High School. I think it makes a world of difference for the students to see firsthand the effects of drinking, driving, a traffic accident, death, mutilation, and serious injuries. Because a lot of times we get so focused on TV that we kind of think it's no big deal, and that is definitely not the case. All three high schools here, we have school resource officers, and they are busy. They do a wonderful job, and they also go out to the middle schools. But we have implemented with the school resource officers, myself, my partner Dennis Sleva. We are available to go out to your school, to your PTA, to your church, to your homeowners association, to any social organization, and give a presentation, whether the presentation is geared for the parents or the children. We're here to give a presentation. We can give a presentation on bullying, internet safety, substance abuse, or anything you want. We are available, and that's part of the education that I'm here to present, that we do much more than put people in jail. We want to take preventive measures, and we do have a commitment to seeing the youth, the potential, reach full maximum of all our youth in the city. We also have an Explorer program. The Explorers are headed by Senior Deputy Billy Hudden and Deputy Cyrus Zeta, and they are phenomenal. They're two great people. They work exceptionally well with the adolescents for the Explorers, which are from 14 to 21 years of age. They do a lot of work with law enforcement officers. You get to see what really happens in law enforcement, and they provide a lot of work for us. So I encourage you, anybody who has an interest in the Explorer program, to please give them a call. And I did leave Mr. Martinez a brochure on the Explorer program. And the last thing I want to talk about is Parent Project. Parent Project. We are excited. The Thousand Oaks Police Department is excited about January 14th, which is the first day of the Parent Project. A lot of parents, there's a lot of broken homes out there, single parents, and there's a lot of hardships, a lot of obstacles, a lot of negative influences in our world. And sometimes people need help raising the children. And it's not I'm not putting anybody down, any parent down, but it is difficult nowadays with all the negative influences out there. And we are going to start a parent project workshop to help parents with adolescent teenagers who are out of control or strong-willed. And that is a 10-week course which will meet every Wednesday starting January 14th. So if you know somebody, spread it around your schools, your administrators. If you know anybody, any household that can benefit from this, please give us a call. We would be glad to help them. And once again, I did leave a brochure with Mr. Martinez regarding the parent project. Last thing I want to say is, please go on our website, toaks.org, and go down to the police department. We do have a wealth of information for preventative measures, crime prevention measures, and there's a wealth of PowerPoint information. So there's a lot of stuff in that website, so I encourage you to go check it out, see what you like, and I'm sure you'll find some useful information there. Is there any questions I can answer? Rebecca, I'm sorry.
I was just wondering what the most frequent reason you're called out during the holidays is.
They're most frequent, that's kind of a tough question because our call service range from keeping the peace, from child custody exchange to theft calls to burglaries to maybe aiding a mentally impaired person. So there isn't that one single category. There's a broad spectrum of calls that we do day in and day out. Sean.
For our viewers on TV, who can someone contact to become a part of the Explorers program?
You can contact me at 371-8362, 371-8362, and in the brochure it does have the number of Deputy Zeta on there, and I don't know the number offhand, but Mr. Martinez has that number.
I have a question. You mentioned the parent project, and there's a lot of people out there, a lot of juveniles who have no parents, but they have guardians, foster parents. They live with their uncle, aunt. My question is, do they have to be a parent for those? They
do not have to be a parent. As long as they're caring for that person, they have the responsibility of being a caretaker or guardian, they are more than welcome. Does not have to be a parent as long as they are in that household and they're taking care of that person. And to go back to your question, Sean, the number for Deputy Zeta is 645-9847. 645-9847. Alexandra?
Okay, this is a general question. What is curfew if you're under 18?
Curfew is 10 p.m., 7 days a week, under 18.
Okay, so...
Unless you're with a responsible parent, guardian, obviously you can be out.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken, because I thought in Driver's Ed we learn 11 o'clock you can be on the road, so has it changed since we took Driver's Ed?
Driver's Ed is a state curriculum, so each city has its own municipal codes, so the curfew for juveniles will vary from city to city.
Oh, okay.
Alex?
What if it's your first offense for being out past curfew? What happens?
It depends on, depending on the circumstances. Most of the time, we would just contact your parent and guardian, have him pick you up. If that's, we'd like to handle things at the lowest level possible. Amanda?
How long do you have to drive with a license before you could drive someone under the age of 18?
Amanda, you asked me a tough question. I cannot answer that. I am not that well versed in the traffic laws, at least in that traffic law, because there are a lot of conditions when you're under 18, and when you do get your license, there's a time frame where you cannot have any passengers, and I do not know that answer. Marissa?
This question kind of goes back to the curfew question, but
if you're driving and say the curfew is supposed to go on, but you're not doing anything wrong, can they pull you over just because you look young, or is it like due to reckless driving or something like that?
In law enforcement, there's a phrase called probable cause, and that is always needed to make a detention or a traffic stop in your case. So there always has to be a reason, a violation of some sort to make a stop. Hopefully that's a basic answer for that question. Amanda?
If you're driving and the passenger is under the influence, will the driver get in trouble?
If the passenger is under the influence, but not the driver.
It's not.
No. There is no law that prohibits that. I'm worried about you, Amanda. Are there any other questions? Rebecca?
I have a kind of general one. You said that in all the 3 categories you listed that crime is down generally in Thousand Oaks, and you cited the social host ordinance as one of the reasons. I was just wondering if there are any other general reasons why it's down this year.
I was particularly speaking about juvenile arrest only, not including adults. I do not know why they're down. Because in 2006 they were lower than 2007. 2007, for some reason, there was a spike in juvenile arrests. I don't know why. I haven't analyzed that data yet. But then so far this year, as compared to last year, the numbers are down. I would like to say that the social host ordinance was a contributing factor for those numbers of arrests being down, but it's too early to tell. Okay. Jacob.
What's the biggest reason why we have such a safe town?
Involvement of the people, whether it's juveniles, adults, elderly. It takes an entire city to make it what it is. And this city is spectacular when it comes to involvement. Volunteers, the efforts of you, the city council, the police department. It takes a joint effort from the Parks and Rec, the school district. It's everybody working together. That what makes the city special. It's not one single entity or organization. It's everybody working together. I can't read your name. I'm sorry.
Effie.
Effie.
What type of gender do you mostly see getting pulled over and getting in trouble?
Well, there's a 50-50 answer to that one, right? I don't know. I'll have to look at the crime stats for that, the crime analysis stats, to see as far as the breakdown of, because our crime analysis unit can break down the ages, the gender, the ethnic, national origin. You can break all that down, and I did not bring that data with me. So, sorry about that. Any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you, Lindsay, for inviting me.
Oh, good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Commissioner DeMint and Deputy DeSoto. I would now like to turn the meeting over to Commissioner Johnson.
Commissioner Wall will now introduce the ASB portion of our meeting.
The Youth Commission invites representatives from each of our local high schools and intermediate or middle schools to present information about school activities for the purpose of generating a feeling of community spirit. Our first presenter will be Hannah Barrett from Westlake High School.
First of all, congratulations to Westlake varsity football head coach Jim Benkert. He led our Warrior team to victory last week against Oxnard High School and now holds the record for the most wins of any coach in Ventura County. Also, Congratulations to Psychology and AP European History teacher, Mr. Azevedo, who won Teacher of the Month, and our boys cross country team that just placed 6th in the state. Westlake would like to thank everyone who donated blood yesterday at the blood drive. They collected 103 pints of blood from student and teacher donors. Come see Choir's winter concert tomorrow, December 4th, through Sunday, December 7th. Shows are at 7:30 p.m. in the theater. There will be additional 1 p.m. showings on Saturday and Sunday. All next week, we have a Toys for Tots drive. Bring in donations to your 3rd period class. December 11th is a common planning day. Also, next week, there's a Strings holiday concert on December 10th at 7 p.m. and Band's holiday concert on the 11th at 7 p.m. Both shows are in the theater. Our holiday lunch rally is on Friday, December 19th, and winter break starts on December 22nd.
Thank you. Next we have Matt Stein from Sequoia Middle School.
Spirit Night was a big hit at the Teen Center on November 20th. Sequoia won its first ever Spirit Night with a team of 160 students. We also won cheer for the 2nd year in a row. We got 2nd in relay race and 2nd in tug of war. With all of the points combined, we were the overall champions that night. Our next big event is the Gingerbread House Building Contest on the 15th, 17th, and 19th. Students from each homeroom get cardboard boxes and they make giant gingerbread houses before school. To decorate their houses, each classroom gets a bucket of supplies ranging from pipe cleaners to glitter glue. The most original and creative house will be crowned with the title Best Gingerbread House. The winning class will get points toward the Class of the Year award. If you need help with your math or English homework, you can come to Math or English Lab at lunchtime. Sequoia teachers are now offering one-on-one help if you are struggling in either of these subjects. You get friendly tips on how to study for tests and solutions to getting your homework done quickly and accurately. This is a good program to help you if you want to become better or more efficient in math or English. Sequoia is also starting a toy drive this next week, I think. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have Deanna from Newbury Park High School.
Hi. We would like to congratulate boys and girls cross country for making it to CIF finals, and Jenny Mallon for qualifying as an individual to go to state, who came in 39th. Also, we have our blood drive next Tuesday on December 9th, and applications are due this Friday. We also are having a Manna food drive until Christmas break, and our winter rally is on December 18th, and the theme is Southern California Winter. And after break, we are having financial aid seminars for college-bound seniors January 8th, which is held by our counselor department. And also, our Keep Our Campus Clean Week will be taking place after winter break, which will be a week that will remind students of their responsibility to keep our campus clean.
Thank you. Next is Effie for Kalina Middle School.
Toys for Tots started Monday, December 1st and will continue until December 12th. Our Winter Wonderland Social and Dance will be held at the Roller Dome this Friday, December 5th. The social is from 3:30 to 5, and the dance is from 5 to 7. Our holiday door decorating contest starts December 10th and ends December 19th. The Pajama/Holiday Dress-Up Day is December 19th. 6th and 7th grade lunchtime volleyball is going on now. Rap-A-Mania lunchtime activity is Thursday, December 4th. There will be dance-offs during the first Renaissance Day of every month at lunch for a chance for Kalina students to earn Cougar Cash as a reward. Our next school-side council meeting is Tuesday, December 6th.
For Thousand Oaks High School, we have Lindsay.
This year's winter rally will take place on December 19th, and we have a Disneyland theme. Our Toys for Tots drive starts next Monday and will last for 2 weeks. We have the Every 15 Minutes program tomorrow and Friday for juniors and seniors. Congratulations to our football team. They had a really great season with a 10-2 record. Cross country is going to the Nike National Invitational Tournament, and they leave tomorrow for that. It's in Washington or Oregon, one of the two. They got second in the state competition also. We have a wrestling tournament on Saturday at Newbury Park High School, and our journalism program won All-American along with 5 distinctions in their competition. So we have a lot going on right now.
Okay, and I will give a quick report for Lorena High School. This Sunday we have our annual open house from 12 to 4. Everyone is more than welcome to come and get a tour of the campus. All of our fall team sports did really great this season. Our volleyball team made the second round in state, and for the first time our cross-country team won CIF and won the state title. So good job, Regents.
Thank you to those representatives who came out to make reports for your schools. We encourage all ASB or ASGs to send your representatives each month. Now we have the Teen Center Advisory Council. Will Commissioner DeMint please present this item?
This Saturday, December 6th, the Teen Center will host its annual Battle of the Bands for high school students. This show is scheduled from 7 to 11 p.m. and admission is $10 at the door. 6 of Conejo Valley's bands are competing, and they include the Violet Hour, Growing Feathers, Jetstream, Dan and D-Rum, Evan Craft, and A Better Transit. The judges will include Kara Charnow. She's the former vocalist of the band Shiny Toy Guns, which has a few Grammy nominations. She's currently working with the group called Versant. Chris Brandt is the lead guitarist and vocalist of Halifax. And Mike Rashmawi is a producer for Media Scare Records. Next, we will host a teen fashion show on Friday, December 12th at 8 p.m. Admission is $5 at the door, and this program is going to feature 4 local teen designers, Envy Boarding, Shore Clothing, Zion Word, and Vita. This program will also feature entertainment from the rap artist named Crawdad. Merch tables will be available for clothings of surf, skate, and hip-hop available for purchase. For 7th and 8th graders, the holiday dance is Saturday, December 13th from 7 to 10 p.m. Features include DJ Slick, the Teen Center Text Live, and pizza and soda, all for $10. Shave It will also be on site selling hot cocoa and ice treats for $3 and $4. Students should bring ID, and school dress code applies. Also, on Wednesday, December 31st, we'll host our annual New Year's Eve celebration. This event is for 7th and 8th graders and is limited to 500 teens. This program is from 8 p.m. to 12:15 a.m. and costs $10 at the door. Program features include great raffles, a live band, DJ dance with Midnight Countdown, live video feed of festivities from around the nation, balloon drop with over 1,000 balloons, group or couple photos, free Jamba Juice, and a soda bar. All teens will receive party hats, horns, noisemakers, and confetti. So this is a great community-sponsored event, and make sure to mark your calendars now. Finally, the Teen Center / CYBA Boys High School Winter Hoops Basketball League will run evaluations next Tuesday, December 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Teen Center's gym. This league starts on January 11th, and you can call Dan at the Teen Center at 805-494-5156. So we hope to see you at all our upcoming events.
Thank you, Commissioner DeMint. Will Commissioner Sadwick introduce information regarding Conejo Coalition for Youth and Families?
The most recent Conejo Coalition for Youth and Families meetings was on November 12th, and they discussed the volunteer fair, our first annual, which was held in the Teen Center in October. They discussed possible ways to improve for next year's second annual, and everyone agreed it was an overall success. Our next meeting will be January 28th, so I'll have another report at that point. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. I now turn the meeting back to Chair Morrison.
The next item is project activities and reports. Our first project is the therapeutic dance. Would Commissioner Sadwick please lead this report?
The therapeutic dance will be held on March 21st for teens and young adults with disabilities, in our area. We expect 150 to 200 guests. And we are looking for volunteers on March 7th and March 21st to help build and set up sets. And we're also looking for volunteers, a few of them for that night, to interact with our participants. Our theme is Mediterranean Moonlight, and we're all very excited. Now I'd like to turn to Commissioner Kohlhepp for a report on foods.
Commissioner Sote and I have completed our detailed work party and dance menus. If you would like to come and volunteer at the therapeutic dance setup days, we will serve you some delicious food for free, including pizza, donuts, and bagels. If you're interested in volunteering or donating, please email us at youthcommission@toaks.org or call us at 449-2743. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Kohlhepp. We'd now like to turn to Commissioner Hong with an invitations update.
We have just finished our invitations, and we have sent them out to 1,100 participants.
Thank you. Now Commissioner Hatlin will give us an update on entertainment.
There isn't a tremendous update on entertainment. We're still trying to hook an authentic Greek entertainment group. They seem very enthusiastic about it. He just has to talk to some of his other members. Otherwise, we're still planning on showing Hercules for the movie, and DJ Slick will be performing at the event.
Thank you very much, and that concludes the therapeutic dance portion.
Okay, thank you, Commissioners. I would now like to ask Commissioner McMinn to give us the report on Rock the Oaks.
All right, we had our live auditions on November 20th with 5 bands, and we were able to narrow it down to the 4 that will be performing at the show on Friday, February 27th at 7:30 p.m. The 4 are David Pramick, Jason Sharp, Jetstream, and Violet Hour. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster or at the Thousand Oaks City Hall box office. For more information, you can email youthcommission@toaks.org or go on our website at toaks.org. You can also call 805-449-2743 to talk to Francine Spiegel, our coordinator. We'll have more updates as we get closer to the show.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner McMinn. As we come to the close of our meeting, I would like to ask Commissioner Hong to introduce Commissioner comments.
This is the last portion of our meeting where commissioners can provide any information, comment, or announcements which no action by the commissioner will be taken. At this time, are there any commissioner comments? Commissioner Hatlin?
Actually, real quick, my friend Huey's birthday was yesterday, and we threw him a surprise party. We got him a cupcake and everything. It was wonderful. So I just want to say happy birthday, Huey. Big 16. That's it.
Commissioner Scatanites?
I would like to say hello to my friend Sarah McLeod, who is listening to our little meeting right now, and I would like to thank her for supporting the Youth Commission in the city of Thousand Oaks.
Commissioner Sate?
I just wanted to congratulate the Newbury Park High School Rocket Club. We have successfully built our homemade fuel and burned it. Sky's the limit, man.
Any more? If you would like any information about the Youth Commission or have any questions about the agenda, the items discussed, please call 805-449-2743 or email youthcommission@toaks.org.
Okay, there being no further business to come before the Youth Commission, I would like to adjourn the December 3rd meeting at 7:05.